All right. Welcome to Learn a Bit. My name is Matt. We're just going to go over a few things today. We got a Bitcoin ETF that's being approved. We're going to go over what the meaning is, what it is, not everyone may know. First Bitcoin ETF futures ETF to make its way debut Tuesday on the NASDAQ. Sorry, not NASDAQ. New York Stock Exchange by ProShares. So here's the chart right now we're looking at this morning. The ticker is BITO, and as you can see, we went from 42.09 and all the way down to $40.07. So it's down about 4% for the morning. It's only been open for about an hour. We're gonna go over that. We're gonna look at some other Bitcoin stuff, how the market's doing today, how we hit a new all-time high for total market cap, and we'll go over a few other things at the end as well. So what is Bitcoin ETF? So ETF, what is the meaning of an ETF? Here we go. What is an ETF in simple terms? An exchange traded fund. This is a type of security that tracks an index, sector, commodity, or asset, but which can be purchased or sold on a stock exchange the same way a regular stock can. So basically, it's a basket of index, sectors, commodities, or other assets that are put together that you're able to purchase under one basket. There's usually a fee associated with an ETF that the exchange trade fund, so whoever's running the fund, will take 3% off the top, or it could be lower. Just kind of depends on which ETF you're looking at. It's a great way to get diversified into multiple different areas without having to go buy each individual stock. So that kind of makes sense. Here we went over what an ETF is, a type of security that tracks index, sector, yes. And then ETF means exchange traded fund. So Bitcoin's first futures ETF to make its debut Tuesday on the New York Stock Exchange. So it's a pretty big day for everyone in crypto because we've been waiting for this, as far as I can tell, since the beginning. So the Bitcoin ticker is going to be under BITO right here. We'll open up exposure to Bitcoin to a large segment of investors who have a brokerage account and are comfortable buying stocks and ETFs, but do not desire to go through the hassle of learning the curve of establishing another account with a cryptocurrency provider, which is fair. Some people are iffy about it. They're not sure how it works. This gives them another way. The only problem with ETF, this Bitcoin ETF here, is a futures ETF. So what does that mean? So it only tracks the future contracts. So these are all cash settled. This ETF will not be holding Bitcoin. And the whole point of everyone wanting an ETF was that a Bitcoin ETF would have to hold Bitcoin, which would then now remove supply because a large holder is holding from multiple people. So that was the big thing that everyone was waiting for. So this will help as well for adoption, but I don't think it's going to help the price that much. We'll see how that works, but that's my personal opinion. Bitcoin futures ETF will also be a big regulatory feat for the still young crypto industry. So it took us 11 years to get here, let's say. I've been in crypto for about a year. So for me, perfect timing, got in before. If this is it and this what makes it blow, great. If not, I'm ready to sell and buy back when I go again lower. So the SEC ETF providers are hoping to move forward with other ones. So the second future based, and then the other two could be Bitcoin backed, or they could be a mix of futures baskets. So in Canada here, we have a Bitcoin ETF. Let's take a look if we can get that one open here. I believe it is under the ticker BCTT. And it's a basket. So it's got some assets that are Bitcoin, some future contracts. So it's a little bit of everything, but BCTT, Bitcoin ETF, BTCCC. So here, if you look at this one, we'll just go to the month view. It's been only open for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost a year now. It's been almost open, 9 months. So you can see, came out strong, came crashing down all the way to $5 and came back up. So maybe we'll see the same thing here with this other futures one right here, but came crashing down. But this is again just a day chart. So we go to the week. We'll see if it keeps continuing this downtrend or not. Yeah, be pretty interesting. I didn't buy any. I'm not available to buy any on Wealthsimple right now. Could be open. That's the only platform I really use to buy and sell shares for stocks. I'm not big in it, but I dabble. So we went over this Bitcoin ETF, futures contract. The rest is yada yada yada. Honestly, you're better holding your own Bitcoin, but if you're not willing to, that's fine too. So Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index 75. I thought it'd be a little bit higher than before. Sorry, it's 71. Let's give that a reload. Oh, 75. There we go. Let's just unload on this side. Yesterday we were 78, extreme fear, extreme greed, and last month we are pretty neutral. But Ethereum burn almost at 600,000 ETH, which is insane. Here we got our Bitcoin chart, stock to flow. We're going to keep checking on this every day. As you can see, getting closer and closer to this line. So we've seen jumps before where it makes quite a big space between. You can see that here again, jump a few lines. We'll see what happens. I'm keeping a close eye on this. Buy cycle top indicator as well. If this orange line is getting close touching this green line, then I'm probably going to start exiting my positions in Bitcoin. Let's look at the total market cap. So here I drawn a chart a little while ago. Let's go on the weekly. So it's the total market cap for all cryptocurrencies. So back here, we hit a $258 trillion. We came crashing down to 1.3 trillion, even lower down here at 1 trillion. And now we're pushing back up. We had a new all-time high for our total market cap at $2.6 trillion US, which is crazy. Still so early. This could do a double by the end of the year. You never know. So I'm looking into that. We're still following this trend line. It's now acting as resistance, so we're staying below it. Every time we go above it, we get the candle close below it. It's been constantly like that. So I was thinking a new Bitcoin all-time high, October 18th. But if you head over to the Bitcoin chart, we're there. We're almost there. We're pretty much, maybe $1,000 away. This is my purple box for the area where I think it's going to start getting a little rough and rowdy. But what was it? 64,800, I think it was. Let's say 64,500. We're 1% away from a new all-time high. So we're right there. Again, this line is acting as support. We go below it sometimes, but we're bouncing right back above it each time. So that's what I'm looking for. Might see a little bit of rough and rowdiness today with the Bitcoin ETF launching. Maybe a little bit of buy the rumor, sell the news event. Not quite sure, but we'll take a look at that. So here we got Bitcoin doing great for the week. Ethereum doing great for the week. I'm looking for that $4,000 Ethereum. Solana 161. I really missed out on Solana. I should have bought this here when it was like, when I first heard about it. I don't know. It must have been $5 maybe. It would have been way back here. $3 US, so $5 Canadian. Yeah, that was the one I really missed this one. Oh well. Can't get them all. I'm not going to FOMO in at 156. No chance. I'm okay with waiting for the next cycle. And if I can buy some cheap, same with Avalanche, if I can buy some cheap, I will. I'll kind of reassess that this coming time. I'll probably make a video about that, what I'm looking about in the bear market, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to plan my strategy. I'm going to change a few things. This time I kind of bought a bunch of stuff at the beginning and just held. I didn't add more as much. Maybe I had a little more Bitcoin, a little more Ethereum, but I didn't really go crazy. Here is our YouTube page, Instagram page. If you want to give us a follow there, we're posting it every day. Something new for everybody. Here's our chart for today. Bitcoin ETF, and I put it in red. I had this guy here cringing because I wasn't really sure that it's going to be the greatest thing for Bitcoin, but it's not going to be that terrible. Here we got another one, Bitcoin Labs. Basically, learn a bit, weekly videos, weekly live streams. I'm going to try and do once a week for both. I've been doing more live streams just because my computer isn't the greatest for doing editing, but Let me try and get something working for that there. Here's another little learning bit, taking it back to basics. Ethereum improvement proposals. That's what EIP stands for. We got the Ethereum burn. So just last week we were at 530 and now we're almost hitting 600K. So over here on Twitter, got the same thing. I've been retweeting quite a bit of stuff. Lots of people's data that they're doing, their technical analysis, kind of where they think we are in the cycle. If we look at this one here, this is a chart that I do like. I do think that we were here, the first sentiment extreme. We came down to the bear trap. So I think we are now in the blow off top area. So maybe we're renewed optimism, maybe just below that because we're not past all-time highs. So we're almost right around here is what I'm thinking. And then this leg seems to be the fastest leg of the cycle. Momentum was fast, I found for myself. It happened quick, and this should be happening even quicker. So that's what I'm looking for. And then if, let's say, we do miss it and it hits euphoria and it comes crashing down, I'm not selling here. I'm going to wait for the bull trap. So people are going to think, buy the dip, buy the dip. I'm not going to buy the dip. I'm going to wait here. I'm going to wait for the lower high and then sell, because this lower high is still higher than over here. So I'm okay with waiting for that next peak. If it makes its way up, if it comes down 30%, comes back up 10%, I'll probably sell. If I miss this first peak, I'm going to try and go for the second one. And if I bring it back down here, and if I have some left by the end here, then I'm just going to hold it for the rest of the cycle till the next cycle, and then I'm probably going to just put in an earning account and earn some interest on it. YouTube, we're doing great. We got 18 subs. Our videos are doing awesome. We are getting 20 views now per video, which is great considering before we were getting 6 to 7, 9 views. I'm really happy about that. That's really good. We're definitely ticking up in the view section. People are clicking our videos, and that's good to see. And yeah, I think that's it for today. So Bitcoin ETF is a go. Was it a bust? Let me know in the comments if you think. I think it's a pretty non-eventful morning for this chart anyway. We are down to the 3-minute chart. Let's look at this. And we don't have much going on. So I won't be buying any of this ETF. Not worth it for me, but maybe for yourself. If you're new to crypto, might be a good way to get in. Bicycle chart here. Just check us out on Google, looking into the bitcoin.com. And all you gotta do is watch this orange line, touch this green line. If it does, maybe you consider start taking some profits. It's when it crosses over is when it's game over. And that's when you know that it's the top for sure. Here we touched, came back down, broke away, and now we're retesting. So maybe we see new all-time high for Bitcoin by Friday, maybe sooner, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm not sure. Let's just say it takes till Friday. Maybe not. Maybe we hit the all-time high and we get rejected hard. We come back down to this weekly level, 60,000, and we bounce around here again like we did here. We were kind of in this little pocket here for a little bit. So maybe we see the same thing there. So yeah, thanks for joining. Give us a like, comment in the description, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and that's all I got for you guys.